Here's part 2 of my ranking for every MCU movie. Make sure to go check out part 1 if you want to. Most of the movies in part 1 are bad, so you could probably skip it. I know people hate Multiverse of Madness, but I had a great time watching it. Aside from Doctor Strange getting that CGI third eye and that random wizard lady showing up for seemingly no reason and some questionable story decisions, I think it's a pretty solid movie. This might be a hot take, but I think this movie's kind of boring. I was obsessed with it when it first came out, but I rewatched it a few weeks ago and just wasn't that engaged with it. It's only really up here for nostalgia and because the Battle of New York is really cool. This isn't a bad movie, it's just not a great movie. But the Mysterio fight is really cool, and overall, it's a pretty fun movie, so I give it a pass. Iron Man 2 is just a really cool movie. There's some messy stuff going on with the plot, but overall, I think it does its job. It just doesn't do it well enough to be any higher. Black Panther was a really fun, solid movie, but to be honest, it's carried by Chadwick Boseman. You can really feel his charisma missing from Wakanda Forever, and he's the only real reason why I rewatched this movie. I love the first Avenger. I think it's a fantastic movie. It just has too much of a slow start to want to watch it again unless I'm going to rewatch the trilogy. I didn't like Thor Ragnarok that much at first, but after seeing Love and Thunder, I started to appreciate it a lot more. It's a really fun movie in the turn your brain off kind of way. This is far from my favorite Spider-Man movie, but there's a certain charm it has that makes it hard to hate it. Despite some minor things that I'm not a big fan of, this movie has a lot to like, and the third act has some pretty good moments. I honestly don't like this movie. The only reason it's this high is because as soon as the villains go to Happy's apartment, the movie jumps from a 2 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10 immediately. Even if you ignore the nostalgia of seeing the other Spider-Man, there's still the fights, Aunt May's death, and the climax of Peter's character arc, which are all incredible. I just wish the rest of the movie was that good. Follow to see my top 10 in part 3.